Hi, I'm Sally Thibault, and in this video today, I'm going to be talking about how to lose belly fat by understanding your personality type. I wish sometimes there was a magical way that you could release that belly fat by simply understanding you or, doing something simple, but there isn't. But there is a simpler way to do that, and that's by understanding your personality type. So how does that impact on losing belly fat? Well, we all have certain personality types, and those personality types are actually like energy profiles. And when you understand your personality type and match up your energy profile, what happens is you understand what triggers you, you understand why you're more stressed, and you understand what you need to do in order to lift that energy level up. Now, there's a link below that you can click on to download your quiz to find out your personal personality type, but I'm going to run through them really quickly in this video just so you can get an idea, and you might already know by this just what your personality type is. The first one is what we call an achiever. Now, an achiever has a high need for self-recognition. In other words, the achiever type likes to achieve, but they also like to recognize their achievements. They also like other people to recognize their achievements. Usually achievers are perfectionists, so they tend to hold themselves back rather than trying things. They hold themselves back till they get it right, and then can kind of beat themselves up a little bit when things aren't perfect enough. Now, an achiever, for instance, needs to have goals to aim for. So sometimes group exercise or working out with a friend can drive you a little bit crazy unless that friend has as much an achiever personality profile as you do. The second one is a socializer, and a socializer has high need for social interaction. And I would say by that title, you've got a fair idea what a socializer is. They like to interact with people, great networkers, love a party. They're the type of people that people love having to events because they just get how to make people feel good and have a good time. Now, the problem with a socializer is, number one, they can let their socialization desires get in the way of achieving what they really want. But also, a socializer can fall very quickly into friendship with people because they have this lovely way of kind of including people, and then get very hurt when friends let them down. Now, a socializer, for instance, should never do exercise on their own. You will just not maintain that high energy level. You'll get bored very, very quickly. The third one is what we call a peacemaker. Now, a peacemaker has a high need for self-reflection, a high need for quiet time, a high need for peace, just as the word says, and a high need for security. A peacemaker are what I call the counselors of the world. They're very good listeners. They love to listen to people. People tend to flock for them because they feel they're being heard. Now, the problem with a peacemaker is that you can be a bit of a people pleaser, and so you tend to take on other people's stress, anxiety, and forget that it's not yours. You tend to want to make everybody feel good and feel happy, so you will tend to put yourself last. And a peacemaker really doesn't particularly like high competitive things or things where there's lots of people around all the time. So group exercise classes, that type of thing, are really not the peacemaker's thing to do. They usually prefer something where they can walk, do yoga, Pilates, something similar to that. And then finally, number 4 are the competitors, and the competitors have a high need for self-achievement. Now, a competitor is constantly setting big goals for themselves. They're constantly achieving and wanting to do more. Problem with a competitor is they tend to live a lot in stress and rely on their adrenaline. Also tend to leave a bit of havoc along the way. Difficult people to work with. Now, a competitor, in order to stay focused and to stay motivated, needs to have that high thing that they're aiming for. They'd love things like marathons, triathlons, or even just setting themselves high bars in order to achieve, to keep working towards. They love achievement and then moving on. But as I said, a competitor tends to live in high stress. So you've got to really watch that level of high visceral belly fat. They also tend to be the type of people that are an all or nothing type of person, either really, really healthy or a little off the wagon, a lot off the wagon. Now, if you want to learn more about your personality need type, it's really important to help keep your motivation levels high, keep your stress levels down. Click on the link below. There's a link to the personality profile quiz, and it's particularly about how you find your energy. And it's a great thing to do in order to keep your energy levels high. All right, now, next video, we're going to be talking about how meditation and mindfulness can be the keys to helping you release belly fat. And remember, click on the link to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notification when that new video comes up. And let me know below, does any of those personality types sound a little bit like you? Or do you find it sometimes that you feel really demotivated and you're actually wondering, well, perhaps it's my personality type? Just pop a comment below and I'd love to answer that question for you. I'll see you in the next video.